Tonight in Fontana, police say 2 teenagers fired BB guns while the aunt suitor was doing a live report near Interstate 15. She was hit in the hand. The injury is not serious, but she was taken to a hospital as a precaution. Police locked down the neighborhood and found the suspects, who are 16 and 17 years old. They face charges of assault with a deadly weapon. New hope for a last-minute deal on the debt. There are reports of significant progress in talks underway tonight at the White House. Hal Eisner joins us now with the latest. Hal.
Well, Susan, there has been wheeling and dealing behind closed doors at the White House tonight. And just a short time ago, the Senate wrapped up business for the day. They'll resume tomorrow. But the bottom line right now, there is no deal yet on averting an unprecedented U.S. default just 3 days from now. We start our report with the president's radio and internet address.
It's not a vote that allows Congress to spend more money. Raising the debt ceiling simply gives our country the ability to pay the bills that Congress has already racked up.
Just paying the bills, he says, but the bills the Senate and House are trying to compromise on are miles apart. How frustrating is all of this getting for you?
Well, it's extremely frustrating.
L.A. Congresswoman Karen Bass being partisan herself tonight, the L.A. Democrat blaming Republicans for the impasse.
Frankly, I think the Republican caucus is being held hostage by the Tea Party. So I think this is a highly unusual circumstances. And my colleagues that have been here for many years tell me that's absolutely the case.
Meanwhile, Senate Majority Leader Harry Reid takes aim at the House-passed legislation after the House killed his latest effort.
The Speaker's legislation was a concession to Tea Party extremists, yet it barely passed the House yesterday with only Republican votes.
This bill has one goal: to get the president through his next election without having to have another national debate about the consequences of his policies.
To Democrats in Washington, the answer isn't to cut spending, but to raise taxes and keep on spending.
Back to the Congresswoman. We went out on the street, Congresswoman. We asked some people out there if they had questions for you or any congressperson. What would they ask you? And here's one of those questions.
My name is Layla Ronaghy, and I'm a student. I just want to know what's taking so long for Congress to make up their mind. You know, they're in session every other day, and I would think that by now, after, months and months of us talking about this debt plan, that we would finally have something resolved and figured out.
Well, Layla, you know what? Let me just, on behalf of Congress, is to apologize to you. I'm so sorry that it's taking so long.
The next question comes from Stephen. Congresswoman, take a listen here.
Hi, my name is Stephen, and I would like to know how the government going to repay the debt down the road.
Well, we have a lot of answers to how to pay the debt. Let me just give you one to keep it short. We can cancel or end the Bush tax cuts to the wealthiest Americans. If we did that, we would save billions of dollars a year.
And one more question here from Corinna. Corinna, Congresswoman.
Hi, my name's Corinna Wilmond, and I own Whole Human Financial. I'm a CFO. And I just want to know, why can't the government use a budgeting system just like a business does to make sure that they build in some profit so there's extra and they don't have to borrow and go into heavy debt?
Well, let me just tell you that in a lot of ways, the government does function like a business. And one of the things that keeps businesses afloat is credit. Business routinely uses credit in order to meet its obligations. And that is what the United States is doing.
All right, Congresswoman Karen Bass, thanks so much for joining us. And Michael, Susan, back to you.
All right, Tal, appreciate it. Well,